Welcome to West Coast Wednesday here on Prospectors Radio with Kathleen Biffle, Rich Cooley, Scott Swiftwater Toney, Indiana Gold Hunter, Dennis Dayton, and your host, Tim Grimes. We hope you enjoy the show, and thanks again for listening.
All right, everybody, welcome back to another West Coast Wednesday here on Prospector Radio. Sorry we're, Shad, 1 minute, 2 minutes late tonight? Something
2
like
minutes
that.
and 42 seconds
2 minutes
late.
and 42 seconds late, everybody. We're sorry. We were just involved in a deep discussion. So, we're here, and the crew's here. We got almost everybody here tonight. We're only missing one, but we're glad you all tuned in tonight to hang out with us for a little bit. I know Kathleen's got her news, Shad's got his local events of interest, and even Scotty Boy's got a segment again tonight. I'm pretty proud of that little fella. So, so without further ado, let's start off with Mr. Rich Cooley. What's happening, Rich?
Not much. How's everybody doing this evening?
Doing good, brother. Everything been a good week for you so far?
Yeah, everything's going good so far.
Yeah.
Busy at work, busy at home, messing with the four-wheeler.
Oh, and did that part come in?
No.
No?
But I got it running.
Oh, you did get it running without that part.
The elf got it running, but it's not fixed.
Okay. But it is running. It's just
I found out where the wire was for the kill switch.
Mm-hmm.
And I took that wire out of the harness, and when I did, it fired right up.
Really?
But now the problem is you can't shut it off. You got to pull the spark plug wire.
Okay.
Oh.
Gotcha. But it is running.
So it's either the tether switch for the shut-off or it's the CDI box.
Right. Gotcha.
I think the company is sending CDI box, I think. So we're going to try that.
Try that first. Yeah.
But we're running out of time because Santa Claus is coming. So.
Oh, yeah, he's coming in like next Tuesday or something?
Yeah.
Something
15
like that?
days or 14 days or something. I don't know.
Man.
13 days, yeah.
Yep, not that far away, is it? I'm telling you.
Nope, and it's pushing it.
It seemed like just yesterday we was getting ready to go on our crony club outing. Now look at us.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's 15 days till Christmas. Yep. You know? Crazy. You know? But,
we'll see what happens. I don't know.
It'll all be good, Rich. You know? You know it will be. And I'm just glad you're here
tonight.
I'll
get it done.
Oh, yeah, you'll get it. I bet you if the part will come in by this weekend, you'll have it done. Done, finished, done, running, good. But no hunting, that's not until after the New Year, right?
After Christmas, yeah. Well, I probably won't go to after New Year, yeah.
Right, and then you're muzzleload and bound. I got you. Cool.
Yipper.
Cool, brother. Well, I'm glad you're here tonight. I know you stick around as long as you can. Glad you made it, though.
I'll stick around for a little bit, and then I gotta get back.
All right, brother. Well, we're glad you're here anyway. Thanks for being here. All right.
Thanks for having me.
You're welcome. Also joining us, we got our very own Miss Kathleen Biffle. Kathleen, what's going on?
Hey, everyone.
How are you?
Oh, I'm doing well.
Boot update.
Tomorrow. I should get to go ahead not to walk around with it.
Okay. So.
But, she hopes.
Well, I've been walking around home without it. But if I have to go to work where I have to walk a lot, I wear it.
Okay.
I'm just nervous about what kind of shoes I'm going to get to wear.
That's your biggest worry. Not about if you have to have surgery or not. It's what kind of shoes am I going to have to wear?
Shoes.
Excuse me. Yeah, that's...
It's feeling better, though.
You are feeling better?
Yeah, it's feeling a lot better. It doesn't really hurt as much.
So you probably won't have to get surgery then, more than likely.
I don't think so. I mean, unless it starts hurting again.
Right.
If it's bothering me.
Okay.
I think I'll be all right.
That makes sense.
After she wears more high heels again.
Yeah, that's going to be the true test right there.
Yes. Yeah, if you wear
the good thing is it's the party year for boots.
That's right.
I know. That's exactly what I was saying. I was like, well,
it gives you time to heal.
People are wearing boots right now, and my boots aren't as high as mine.
And it's like you said, it's not the heel, it's the toe part that gets you. So you're fine. And Yeah, you're fine. You're going to be fine. By the time you get to wear your fancy high heel shoes, you should be healed up like brand new again. You know?
Well, I was able to still go prospecting.
I know. So if you could do that, you don't need surgery. You're going to be fine.
Too bad.
You're going to be fine. No surgery for Kathleen. Definitely no. So
it's the winter time, so
right.
We try to get out as much as we can, and we were able to last Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
So that was real nice.
That was awesome.
Be able to dig in the dirt again, and even though it was frozen.
Now, what about this weekend? Got any plans, or just going to chill?
I think we're going anywhere this weekend, honestly.
Just going to chill out.
Well, we have a 3-day weekend.
Right.
But I have stuff to do.
Okay.
It's almost Christmas.
It is. Time
a lot of stuff around the house that needs done. And shopping.
Oh, God, shopping, right?
I'm so broke.
It's the holidays. It's supposed to be broke.
It's just a lot of people.
Mm-hmm. Yep. That's crazy, Kathleen, I know. I'll be glad when it's December 26th.
Yes. And we have all the words now to the song that we're going to do.
Okay. Is it going to be different this year? Or?
It's mostly the same. There are a couple lines that were changed.
But we're switching parts.
Oh, yeah, we're all switching parts.
And we're switching lines, right? Okay.
Yeah.
So it's going to be different, per se.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, good. And we're going to do that when? What night we doing that?
Well, what does the calendar look
It's
like?
going to be the 23rd of December. That Sunday night show.
Okay, the 23rd. So tell your friends. Wake the kids. Make sure you're here for that one. It's going to be...
I think last year we did on New Year's Eve. Or not New Year's Eve, but Christmas Eve because it was on a Sunday, right?
Yeah, it was.
I think so, yeah.
Yes, it was. It was perfect.
It's going to be a new holiday tradition.
Oh, yeah.
That is spoke about across the ages many years from now, where we get together and sing the 12 days of Christmas.
12 days
of
Christmas.
You're right, yeah.
Prospectors edition.
You're
and
right.
Was the night before Christmas.
Right, you're right. It is.
It was, not was.
Twas. But
Come on, you got to talk fancy.
Okay.
It's going to be, I'm with you, Shad. It's going to be a tradition, It will go on long after we are gone. That song will live on every Christmas. They will sing it around the globe. Yes.
I'm sure we'll get record deals from it.
Probably. I mean, and they'll play it every year in all the department stores and stuff, we
need to do a video.
We do, honestly.
That's what we need to do.
You're 100% correct.
But see, we would have to find all the items to do it.
Oh, that's easy.
Yeah, because we probably have
We
all
can
those
find
items.
9 cronies panning.
Well, yeah.
Oh, easy enough.
Don't give it away.
Oh, shoot.
Oh, we could find all that stuff, Kathleen. You're right. Yeah, we could do it all. We could do that video. That would be fun. But the only thing, Scott, he's not around.
Well, he could record himself on his phone.
Yeah, and send it to Shad, and Shad could put it in the video somehow. Yep, you're right. Could be
we'll
done.
Video shop him in.
Yeah, right.
Right.
It worked. So I like it. We should. If we don't do it this year, we need to try to plan it for next year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We can work on it all year.
Right, and then it'd be like really amazing.
We always say that, but then
we
here
do,
we are
don't we?
scrambling.
Well, we have good intentions.
We do.
Give us that much. We have good intentions. So, if people reminded us, maybe we would get these things done. But other than that, we don't. We forget. We do things spur of the moment, more or less.
Hey, I do want to put this disclaimer out.
What's that?
I cannot get in the chat room.
Okay.
My computer locks up when I sign on to the site every
Why?
single time. I'll get in for a little bit, and then it just locks up again.
That
so
is weird.
I can't see any side chats or comments.
That's weird.
I didn't want you guys to think I was ignoring you.
No, they know better.
I'll speak through Shad.
That's right. Speak through Shad.
Okay.
Through the voice of Shad. Yeah. So, yeah, if you have a question for Kathleen, just direct it to Shad. It's easy enough. Easy to figure out. Well, so what kind of oil we got tonight, Kathleen?
Oh, I've got my favorite blend now. It's a newer blend, but it's got all my favorite things in it.
Let's hear it. What is it?
The frankincense, the rosewood, black spruce, and blue tansy.
Ooh. Now, don't forget, everyone, you can get all these essential oils available at Kathleen's website. Shad is going to post that link to that website.
Needs to post it.
I don't know it
offhand.
I don't know the name of the site offhand.
Here, I'll write it down for you again.
Yeah, he should have it memorized by now, and he should share that link every week with all the listeners. That way, if you want to purchase some of these oils or atomizers or any of those essential products, you can just click that link. Kathleen will get those right out to you, I'm sure. So, easy peasy.
Well, we're running out of time for Christmas.
Oh, yeah, it's running out of time for Christmas. That's right. You said.
I think you had to put your order in today.
Yeah, see.
Goodness.
Hey.
Shad should have shared that essential.
I know, but there's nothing like getting essential oils for New Year's either. So, they can still order now. I mean, hey.
Start the new year off.
Exactly.
Really good.
Start the new year off right with some essential oils and a nice diffuser, maybe. Heck yeah. You could be.
You can find nice diffusers too. They're pretty cool.
See, and you could be having your diffuser going while you're listening to the show, smelling frankincense or something. And
because we sure are.
See, right? I'm not. Someday I'll get one, and I'll have my atomizer blowing frankincense throughout the room I'm sitting in, and.
Telling you.
See,
you need to place your order, Tim.
I know. I know. Trust me. I'm gonna one of these days. I'm getting one. I want to have one. I think they're cool. They work.
Now, how about you? Are you gonna do any prospecting this weekend?
Oh God, no! I got so much to do.
Yeah, maybe warm enough to wash a car.
Yeah.
Well, see, here's the. You guys got a minute? Got a minute? Huh?
Yeah?
Okay, my car's gone.
Your car's gone?
Yeah, it's gone.
No.
I had to get rid of it.
No way.
Yeah. Yeah, it's gone.
Got rid of it?
It's gone. It left. Yeah, I took and dropped it off today. It is gone. My baby. She's gone.
Oh.
Broke my heart.
Sorry to hear that.
Do we need to take a moment of silence?
Actually, we should, Shad. You are right.
I think so.
Or play the tap.
Oh, I miss it so much already. It's It's a sad day for me. Really, it is. It's yeah. I'll tell you all about it, later.
Yeah, definitely.
But yeah, she's gone. Yeah. So bear with me tonight if you hear little sobs and the occasional tears. That's why. She's gone.
Oh, well, there's some oil for that.
See, that's why I need it. If I had an atomizer blowing those oils, I would be fine. I wouldn't be so depressed at this moment. But
there's oil for that. You smell some frankincense.
Is that what I need? Frankincense? Shad, post that link.
Like depression.
It's all good. But awesome. So yeah, if you guys need some of them oils, just since Shad won't post a link, just send him a message. Say, Shad, I need that link. And he'll send it to you. And you could get your oils. Ordered them today. See, so Kathleen, I know you got some news for us tonight, don't you?
I do have some news, and I have fun facts.
Nice.
I think the fun facts are longer than the news,
really?
honestly.
That's all right. Well,
there wasn't that much going on in the news, but I stumbled across an interesting thing, and I'd done something similar to it before, but never these are new ones.
Okay. All right, cool. See, looking forward to it. It seems like this time of year the news gets a little less, don't it? Yeah, it is, and it's just the winter time, and it's
and most of the events too, I think, are around Christmas. But we're bleeding into January now for local events of interest. So I found some for good old Shad to read off.
Nice. Okay.
A reminder, if any of our listeners know some cool events, even small, weird ones, let us know.
That's a good point, Shad. You're right. Well,
Kathleen works hard trying to find this stuff. And
I know
I've helped a little bit, and it's not easy to find all these events that
I
she
put a
does.
lot of time in this.
I know you do. You are definitely devoted and put a lot of work into this show every week, and people need to know that. You know, it's
well, it's pretty neat to dig up stuff or dredge up stuff.
Sure, it's cool, and people love hearing about it.
And I'm not one to watch the news. I don't like to watch the news. Shad has to tell me the news.
Oh, really?
if it's newsworthy.
If it's worthy, he tells you.
Well, and then I get yelled at. That's depressing. I'm like, well, it's the news.
That's exactly why I stopped watching it.
See, I don't watch it either, Kathleen.
It's too different.
It is. The news is.
Oh, I don't watch it. I just read it and move on with
I don't even read it. I don't know what's going on.
He tells me all the annoying things, too. Like that Christmas song thing.
Oh, that thing? Oh, my God.
Well,
Maybe it's cold outside.
It's
funny.
It's stupid, but it's funny, it's stupid, and it's like really, that song's been around for how long? I know. Let's see how many people
or it's promoting date rape.
I know. Let's see how many people we can piss off tonight.
God.
Because that is the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my life. You guys,
because even in San Francisco, they demanded it come back in overwhelming support.
Oh, they did?
Yeah, they did.
Good.
Well, that's good.
Good. Because, baby, it's cold outside. Heck yeah. Love that song. It's a holiday
I don't
tradition.
even know that song that much.
You don't? It's a good song.
Well, evidently it's about a guy who won't let a girl leave and keeps trying to get her drunk.
I never realized that as many times as I've heard that song.
It's cold outside.
Because it's cold outside.
It's cold outside.
Looking out for her well-being.
Exactly.
Everybody knows alcohol warms you up when it's cold outside.
It does.
Right?
It does. And then maybe you drank too many, so you shouldn't leave. It makes sense.
They'd be driving anyway.
That's right.
I mean,
perfect, Kathleen.
Exactly.
Hey, in the song, she's the one that says it's nice and warm in here, so she made the decision.
Right.
I don't know about no rape, but whatever.
Yeah, exactly. She didn't say, call me an Uber. She just said, okay, I'll stay. It's like, bring the song back.
There's a funny version going out there that somebody did on Facebook.
Oh, my God.
And a number of you guys have shared it.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like the PC version of that song.
Oh, really?
It's really funny.
And what about the whole Rudolph thing, too? I mean, it just don't end.
What's wrong with Rudolph?
Oh, you didn't hear that one.
No.
It must be discrimination.
Oh, my God.
He was discriminated. We all know that.
Oh, because he had a red nose.
Yeah, and also...
Reindeer used to laugh and call him names.
That's right. And the dad told the mom he'll go look for Rudolph. It's man's work. Stuff like that. It's like, really?
And see the people that's going against this stuff, I don't think are old enough to understand that those are fundamental stories that actually taught us that it's not really that cool to make fun of people.
Exactly.
I mean, come on.
Exactly. We grew up watching that
different.
stuff.
Cool. I mean, we let Swiftwater be on the show. He's different. It's cool.
That's just ridiculous. Oh my God, we could do a whole show on the ridiculous, stupid stuff that's going on.
This is what I heard today.
Yeah, but we'll save that for some other time. Good God. I don't know. Well, Kathleen, I'm glad you're here. Thank you for being here, and I can't wait to hear the news tonight.
All right.
All right. Also joining us, we got the other half of the Biffles. We got the man, Mr. Local Events of Interest himself, Shad Biffle. What's happening, Shad?
Oh, not too much, but hey, tomorrow's my Friday for my work week, so I'm excited about that, at least.
You are.
Even though Kathleen's got a honey to-do list that's probably a mile long now. But
I have to actually go in on my day off because I forgot about that wellness screening they force you to take.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So you got to go in.
If you don't, you pay more in insurance.
Right.
So I'm not really well right now, too, so that's what really makes me nervous. I wonder if they start charging me money.
Yeah, right. With your luck, they'll be like, oh, we need to back charge you. You're not well.
You're 5 pounds heavier. You're obese.
Oh, yeah.
It's terrible what they tell you, too.
Your insurance
Just tell them you're feeling
they
judged
have no heart.
and pressured and
I'm
you don't
going
appreciate
to.
it.
They have no heart, Kathleen. They just throw it out there. Yeah, they don't care. Yeah. Like, Jesus,
Gotta love the
God.
medical.
Yeah. So, but you got to be there all day, just a little bit, right?
No, I think it takes like 15 minutes at the most.
Oh, heck
but
yeah.
what's really nice is that they have it at work, so I don't have to go hunt down a doctor to do it.
Right, that is true. You get it done right there where you work.
They make it very convenient for you to never leave that building.
That's right.
Yeah, convenient.
Everything is in that
They
building.
trap you in there.
Yeah, they don't want you to leave ever. It's like the Twilight Zone.
All right, sorry, babe.
Yeah.
Back to you, Shad.
Back to you.
So you were saying
I don't have anything else to say now.
about your honey-do list. You were saying.
Oh yeah, but no. I mean, temperature-wise, it looks like we're having a little bit of a warm-up this weekend. Where it's supposed to actually hit 50, I think, on Friday.
Really?
And then upper 40s on Saturday and Sunday, then go back down again. But
That's okay. We'll
with
take
rain.
it. We'll take it.
But I'll definitely take it.
Yeah, heck yeah, buddy. Rain's better than snow.
Oh, definitely.
Well, we have to shut off the waterfall in the koi pond.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to shut it down because it's too much of having to constantly refill it with the ice and water evaporation and freezing from the waterfall.
Mm-hmm.
So, but I was going to do it, and then it got too cold. So to purge the pipes, obviously with air, I wanted to wait till it warmed back up.
Okay. So maybe Friday then, on your day off.
Definitely get that knocked out.
Right. Get it taken care of. That's good.
Yeah, we're putting together. I just started looking at some of the footage from our little day trip that we took out, where we ran 2 sluices. So
cool.
I'll work on that a little.
Okay.
It was good to get out there and
Heck
film
yeah.
something and have some fun, even though we froze because it was freezing cold.
Nice. Yeah.
Nothing like a gold pan freezing as soon as you set it down
this
and
is
walk
true.
away for a minute.
And my finger almost stuck to the sluice box.
That's when you know it's cold.
Well, when she did her clean out with the carpet of the sluice, she set it back down and was, panning, and about 15 minutes later, it's like, okay, let's get our stuff packed up. She goes to pick up the carpet, and it was frozen to the sluice box.
Oh, my God. Jesus.
So that gives you an idea.
That's an event. That means it's just too darn cold. Baby, it's cold outside.
I know.
Exactly.
it was really moist. And
Yeah,
cold.
see, right, moist and cold do not work
The
hand
air
in
was
hand.
The frozen moistness, though.
Frozen moistness. See,
Yeah.
that's really difficult to deal with. My God. But hey, you did go.
Got in the dry, warm desert.
Yeah, I know, right?
Oh, it only got up to 75 today.
Ooh.
Ooh.
I have my thermals on. He's being awful.
Meanwhile, we got
quiet.
our snuffer bottle freezing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why is he being so quiet anyway?
He probably dropped his phone in his teeth again.
No, I didn't drop anything in my
Oh,
teeth.
there he is.
He's back. All right, so Shad, I know you got your birthdays and your medal prices. Maybe Scott is going to sing tonight, the birthdays, when you're ready.
Well, we'll see. We'll
Okay.
see.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
Let's take it away,
Let's
man.
talk about our market price.
Oh, yes.
I mean, gold has been doing well this week. It's up only $1, but it closed at 1,245.
Okay.
So,
1,245. Okay.
what do you think it's going to end up at the end of the week? Do you think it's going to go up or going to drop a little?
I think it's going back. It's still going to go up a little more. About
Yeah.
70 cents.
About 70 cents.
About 70 cents.
I think it'll go about $15.
You think that high, Scott? Damn. Dang. Did I say that out loud?
Well, I will tell you, at one point, it did trade at $1,260.
Okay. Okay.
So,
I'm still.
yeah, we'll see. We'll see.
Okay.
Silver making a strong comeback, up 16 cents.
Looky.
$14.71.
It's going to
Now-
make 15 by January 1st.
Yeah, is that what?
That's
what
my
you're
prediction.
guessing here, huh?
That's my prediction. $15 by the new year.
Hey, slow and steady wins the race.
That's right. It does. Mm-hmm. It's happening.
Yeah, I guess it could.
It could. Stranger
I don't
things
think it's
have
been
happened.
at $15 since earlier in the year, but
Stranger
We'll
things
see.
have happened. Okay.
never
Never.
Platinum. Now, this one's finally coming back. As we know, it went down significantly
Mm-hmm.
really it hit a peak early on in November, and it's just dropped ever since. But it's up $18 at $805.
Okay.
So it's coming back.
Nice.
Now, palladium. What do you think it's at right now?
Oh my gosh, that.
I'll give you a hint. 1 week ago from today, it's at the price of what gold was.
Really?
Yep, it's up $17, closing at $1,226.
Wow.
So huge surge there.
Yeah.
Now, rhodium. Well, unfortunately, it's fallen $10. It's not having a good week, but it's at 2,570.
Yeah, because excuse me, man, it never seems to fall. It usually stays.
Yeah, it was really for what, a good solid week and a half, I think, at 2,600.
Yeah, it just.
But it's definitely fallen back down, and I was looking at the chart just for the month.
Uh-huh.
And in the first part of November, it was about $2,420.
Okay.
So it's really climbed up now. I'm wondering if it's going to go back down to more of those levels.
Oh, okay, I got you.
We'll see.
We shall keep an eye on that one for sure. Okay.
Yeah. So, hey, a lot of positive movement, though, with our core precious metals with gold, silver, and platinum. So I know Swiftwater's happy about that. He was worried because when he was kicking his season off, it was just under 1,200, I think.
Yeah, I think it was.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So it's coming up, buddy.
It's
so you better find that gold.
That's right.
Like I said, I think it's in no way is possible, like Kathleen always says, that we're giving you financial help. But I think it's going to jump up before you know it, before Christmas. Because I know right now stock markets are slow; they're kind of lumbering around. But hey, oil took a big dive. So somebody, there's somebody in the S&P that's still working their money around, and usually oil and gas go, because they go hand in hand, of course. Mm-hmm. But gold sometimes goes with it, and then sometimes it goes the opposite because people's, they know that there's not a lot of people trading right now because of vacations and stuff like that. So we'll see. But I think it's going to go up.
Okay, cool.
There you have it. Non-financial advice.
Non-financial advice, correct.
That's right.
That's right. Okay.
Hey, Scott, though, do you know what the price of coal is right now?
Yeah, right.
Oh, that's some slickness, huh? Yeah, that was real funny. Like I said, I haven't been able to hear Sunday night show, but I don't know what you guys did. But I knew it was something. I knew it was something had to do with coal.
Well,
as a commodity price, just so you know, $1 worth or one share is worth what, $76.35. So
of coal.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know how much of coal that is. I just pulled that out real quick.
Okay, perfect.
I think 1 kilogram is worth 6 cents. There you
really? Go. Okay, good to know.
Yeah, we figured that's all you're going to probably get, Scott, for Christmas is some coal.
Well, I think right now when it's cold outside, coal should be higher than that.
I would think, right? But
right.
Then again, that's what happens when we think.
But I think we should move on to birthdays, because there's quite a bit.
All right, let's hear him, brother. Is Scott singing?
I think he should.
I think he should, too.
Oh, here we go.
Take it away, Scotty boy.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. You look like a monkey and just smell like one, too.
He does do it good.
Thank you, creepy lounge singer.
I know, creepy lounge singer.
I can see him singing that too, stroking that bushy beard of his.
Yeah,
too, so.
Playing the ivory and stroking that beard, right, Shad? Mm-hmm.
All right. So we have Bill Winchester, Christopher Stevens, Ed Ezra, Gary Kubik, Henry Decker, Jason Santos, Josh, Tim Burafato, Northwest AU, Pete Stockard, Renette Villela, hope I said that one right, Sam Adkins, Sean M. Shabbat, Stephen Henry Wilkinson, and tomorrow, I can see we have Al Neubauer, Alan D. Thompson, Dario Cruz, Edward Abreu, and Georgette Salazar. So happy birthday, everyone.
Happy birthday,
Happy day.
Very cool, Shad. Well, thank you, Shad, for being here, brother, and can't wait to hear some local events of interest here in a little bit from you, okay?
Okay.
All right. Last but not least, our West Coast connection, Mr. Scott Swiftwater. Toney, what's happening, Scotty boy?
Oh, man, we've been working, throwing rocks, and working. I'm telling you what, it's
the life of a miner, right?
Yeah, that's for sure. Last week I was in a spot, and I got in it. Great bedrock points coming up everywhere, nice crevices and cracks, good inside bend. But this inside bend is really, like, wide, and then it goes to a choke point. And then there's another giant wash that actually feeds into it. So where I was at, I was kind of at a dilemma that maybe I was just at the front of where the water really comes into the force and does the bend, or I was in the last of the layoff. I couldn't quite figure it out because I couldn't quite, usually when we find a lot of black sands, we're going to find a lot of lead.
Right.
We're going to find some, not bad gold.
Right.
Well, in this spot that I've been digging in the last 2 days, I didn't find too much lead. And that kind of throws us off because me and Ben knows that when we find the lead or when you're finding the gold, you're going to find the lead.
Okay.
It's just too many people's been shooting out here for years. You're just going to find it. But like I said, I was still finding okay gold to stay there, but it was really shallow, probably about 2.5 feet down to the bedrock. And then when you blasted it with the water thing that I got that you clear the sand off with, the bedrock would crack a little bit. You get your fingers in there and pull it apart. Didn't find any pickers, a couple good flakes, but just not enough that, made me want to stay there. So I went ahead and made a move back down to a corner I know we've been working on before. And like I said, today I got into it pretty serious and got into what we call airy rocks. So you're throwing a lot of not only river rock out, that's over 4 inches, but you're also throwing shards of nice, sharp bedrock that's, after a while, even on your gloves, it takes its toll, throwing it out the hole. But the clean out today, like I said, was pretty fair. I was happy with it. I think tomorrow I'm going to move over about 5 feet. I noticed on each side of me, I made 2 big test holes. On each side of me, there's like a ridge of bedrock that's probably at probably about 25 to 30% grade on a slide, but it's even in both holes, and they're about 10 to 12 feet apart.
Okay.
So I'm going to go back in tomorrow. I'm going to hit in the middle of them and find out maybe there's those 2 pieces, because there's a piece that's out front. So I'm thinking maybe it's going to be like a triangle. There's going to be a little slope with a front piece on it, like pieces have been broke out, but everything else filled it back in. Mm-hmm. And that's what I'm doing. That's where I'm going with it tomorrow. Cool. Hopefully it's doing pretty good. Ben's doing pretty good. He's got a nice size hole. He got into a sand bank that we've been looking at for quite some time. And let me tell you what, he's ran a lot of sand out of there and got some fine gold. I mean, we got some good micro gold out of it. We usually call it fluff sand. It's usually, not any good. But he's got probably about 11 to 12 feet down in this hole, and we're starting to see a lot more black sand layers now, and a lot more gravels are coming out on the rise. The more he moves to the left, the gravels actually get higher in the sand hole. And he's been finding. He found some pretty good gold yesterday that I seen in his cheater mat. So he's looking good too. So, but everything's working, everything's going good, and man, we're just keeping it going, doing, what we can. Been trying to make another video here lately, but man, it's hard when you get back from working all day to try to do, even a little 15, 20-minute video.
Oh, yeah.
It takes time to get that stuff set up. So
it does. So you got a segment tonight, right?
Yeah, I wanted to talk about water pumps, because I have a lot of people that's been asking about water pumps and what kind of pump that I use and what kind of motor I use and stuff like this. And I mean, if people can get down to the science about the numbers and the per foot and the incline and all that stuff, you know what? When it comes to that kind of stuff, I just get lost. I just want to know what is going to do it or not.
I got you.
And I'm going to kind of explain what I know through what I've seen and how I know what it does to help somebody just instead of going out and saying, well, what's this number, divide it by this much, and then you'll find out if it's going to make it or not. I'm going to actually tell you what I think about pumps.
Okay.
Right. Of course, it comes down to between force and flow. That's a big thing too.
All right, well, don't share it all right now. Wait for a segment and then tell us it all. We're talking about pumps today.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
Well, I was worried about Swiftwater this week.
Why is that?
Well, I saw that video Ben posted on Facebook, and it showed Swiftwater sitting there, with the hose spraying, looked like he's watering cactus and all, but he didn't have his hat on, and I was really worried about his top of his head where he's missing some hair.
Is he missing some hair, Shad? Is he a little thin up top there, Scott?
Well, believe it or not, when he walked over there, I just took my hat off because I was sitting there sweating. Man, I got waders on, and those things are like 5 to 7 millimeter, so they're pretty warm if you're sitting in the sun. And mine's brown.
Plus they're all moist.
Yeah, plus they're moist, right? Exactly, Kathleen.
Yeah,
good point.
Until you fill them up and then they're wet. I'm telling you what.
Yeah, but there's moist.
But yeah,
wet.
you see me sitting there spraying. What you see me do, I'm clearing the sand away so I can see what rocks underneath it and which way I need to go.
Oh, so you can get rid of your shards. Right?
I was just like, wow, I've never seen Swiftwater mining without his hat on.
I know, right? Or his bandana, or his white T-shirt. It's his style when he's throwing shards. Well, Scott, thank you for being here.
I think I had my gold prospector shirt on that one. It was cold. It was cool. They had a little wind blowing down through there, and man, it was chilly, like I said. But
yeah, burr. We feel bad for you, Scott. Sorry.
Yeah, but did your gold pan freeze?
Yeah, exactly.
Well, no, it wasn't. I'm not saying it was that chilly. I'm just saying, you get wet and your arms get all wet and everything, and then you got like a 60, 65 mile an hour breeze blowing by.
I think it's cool, yeah.
Yeah, it could get a little nippy.
It does to us.
Of course it does. It get a little
But did
nippy.
you die?
Right. Did
or
you
maybe just me.
Hypothermia? No. Frostbite? No, I don't think so. You're all right, Scott. Scott, thank you for being here, brother. We'll be getting back to you here shortly for your segment. Kathleen, quick question from one of our listeners. How long do you guys usually spend researching your Dredging Up the News segment and stuff?
I spend about collectively because I have to fit it in between work and a million other things.
I mean, you do it throughout the week. Or?
About 5 hours.
Oh, geez.
At least.
Wow.
Usually, she starts looking on Sundays. And
well, I wait for the news
Mondays.
to collect, because to give it time, and then I'll start Monday researching for fun facts.
Right.
And then, throwing in whatever news stories I can find. Because usually by Tuesday night, Wednesday morning, I'm done. But because news can change,
of course,
right?
Yes.
Actually, one of the articles I found on Monday and ended up changing today. So I was able to update it.
Oh, okay. See?
But some things I can't. So that's why it takes some time.
It takes some time. All right. Well, I hope that answers our listener's question. Very cool. Thank you, Kathleen. All right. We're going to take a quick break, and then we're going to come back with Kathleen Biffle and Dredging Up the News. We'll be right back, everybody.
Do you like to mine for gold? Enjoy prospecting a nice crack in the bedrock? Enjoy getting outdoors to camp, fish, hunt, and hike on your public lands? You plan your trip, load the gear, grab the dog, put the family in the truck, and drive off to a locked gate. A sign says you cannot enter or access your own public lands. Mining claims and public land owned by we the people are being designated as off limits by our own government every single day. Are you concerned about the direction our government is going? Are you tired of seeing no access, no entry signs on your lands? We are, and we are fighting back. We are AMRA, America Mining Rights Association, the fastest growing small mining advocacy association in America. AMRA is a 501c3 not-for-profit formed by miners, hunters, off-roaders, retired military men and women to stop the insanity. AMRA was formed to educate, unite, and help the small miners and and public land users on their rights. Rights given to us by God. Do you want access to great mining claims? For a small tax-deductible donation to their Miners Legal Fund, your family gains access to proven excellent mining claims across America for an entire year. AMRA challenges the USFS, BLM, EPA, and the other agencies intent upon stopping you from enjoying your own lands. You are who pays these people's wages. It is time they listen to us. We need to unite. And that is what AMRA is doing. As you sit here right now, thousands of acres of public lands are being closed, locked, and blocked from use by you. Are you fed up yet? Join us. Get in on this fight and let's restore America to what our families fought and died for. Freedom. Just visit AmericanMiningRights.com. AmericanMiningRights.com. Also, check us out on Facebook at American Mining Rights Association. AmericanMiningRights.com.
It is time for Dredging Up the News with Kathleen Biffle. Mining news from around the globe, metal detecting, dredging, entertainment news, and fun facts as well. Here's Kathleen.
All right, everyone, December 12th, 2018, and I am going to start off with a science story.
Really?
Yes, we'll start off with science.
That's different.
Well, researchers have found a way to make the surface of a gold object melt at room temperature.
Okay.
Evidently. Chalmers University of Technology, the University of Gothenburg, the University of, and I can't even pronounce this. I can't even try to pronounce it. It's Russian, I think. I'm not sure. And Stanford. Anyway, science. They made this discovery, and it was actually a fluke because they were analyzing gold and trying to get it to its smallest components. Well, first, what they did was they placed a small piece of gold in an electron microscope.
Uh-huh.
Then they started observing it at the highest level of magnification.
Mm-hmm.
And they gradually increased the electronic field to some extreme high level. Well, when they reached the highest electric field, they noticed that the surface layers of the gold had actually melted, and this is at room temperature.
Really?
It gets really scientific,
Uh-huh.
the article, so I won't go too much into that.
Okay.
But I guess what happened was that the gold atoms, they get agitated and excited under the influence of the electric field.
Sure.
And they lose their ordered structure, and I guess they release all their connections to each other, the atoms do.
Oh,
So that's
I wonder.
what makes it look like it appear to melt.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder how long it would take to actually melt, though. Like,
to literally melt the whole
Yeah.
piece, Shad?
Like
I don't know.
1,900 and something degrees Fahrenheit.
Wow.
Huh.
You had
Interesting.
to heat it, right?
I think so.
900 something, I'm not sure.
I'm not sure neither what the melting point is, but good. That's definitely interesting.
I thought it was pretty
Science.
neat.
Science is cool.
Hey, I do have some entertainment news tonight.
Well, we haven't had that in a while.
I know, and this is a good one.
Okay.
These are really cool people. Josh and Jesse Feldman.
Oh, yeah.
Remember their pilot last year, Lost Gold?
Yeah.
Well, they picked it up as a series on the Travel Channel.
Congrats. Very cool.
Oh, awesome. And it's going to premiere Monday, January 14th at 10 p.m. Eastern.
Okay.
So for those of you who may not know it, the show will follow these two, and they are from Arizona. They follow them as they seek out America's most fabled missing treasures.
Mm-hmm.
So what they do is they put themselves in the shoes of the people of that era, depending on what the legend is. This is to help them unravel the mysteries of these legends. Every
Right.
hunt is grounded in history, which is one of my favorite things. So it's awesome. And they look at like maps, diaries, old records. They'll even interview locals who may have some intimate knowledge of the legends and clues. So it's a great show,
Mm-hmm.
and if you love history as I do, you would really like this. So I'm very, very much looking forward to this.
And we're big supporters of the Feldman brothers. We like them a lot. They're cool. So definitely set your DVRs for that one, right, Kathleen?
Yeah, we got to meet Jesse last year.
Right, that's what's sweet. And
he is just really down to earth.
We'll have to get them on the show again since they're getting ready to premiere their show again. That'd be nice. You know, they can come on and talk about it again. Yeah.
And Ron Feldman is their father.
Mm-hmm.
And, so he has written books. I pretty much read all of his books, I think. Just about the different, legends out there, and they're avid treasure hunters, so this should be an interesting thing.
Yep, you're right. Very cool.
If you do, find what's that?
I've seen somebody else's show got the second season going too.
Well, hang on, don't you take away from dredging.
Okay, never mind. I'll wait.
Oh.
Shut your mouth.
Oh, okay.
I think he may be referring to Whitewater Gold.
Is that what it is?
Something like that.
Is that Fred's show?
Yeah,
that's what I thought about.
Yes.
Okay.
So I watched that show last year. I enjoyed it, so I will tune in again.
Okay.
You just even if they don't find a lot of gold, just the adventure of it and actually seeing how dangerous this situation is that they're putting themselves into. It keeps you on the edge of your seat.
Right.
Well, I liked it because of the ingenuity and how to deal with stuff. Because they were out there in the middle of nowhere with limited tools, minus some of the stuff they did bring in. But it was still interesting.
Yeah, that show is more of like just the thrill, and I don't know if they're so thrilled, but
but
the excitement of trying something new and reaching little milestones while you're out there. So,
right, that's cool. Yeah.
So, the Lost Gold Travel Channel.
I'll be watching. Definitely.
I've got a couple global news stories.
Nice.
I'll start off with this one. In northern Sudan, 3 miners were killed and 10 were trapped underground when a gold mine they were working on collapsed on Thursday. Last Thursday.
Wow.
They actually rescued, this is my update, they did rescue the trapped miners.
Okay.
They are in good condition.
Good.
So that's good.
That's
and that, gold mining is just a main source for this country. And it is an impoverished country, so there's just not a lot of safety measures that are taken.
Right. I got you.
Very, very fortunate they got out of there. Okay. Another one, this one's Germany.
Okay.
Evidently, a number of local associations in this small town in northern Germany, they've been receiving anonymous donations in gold bars.
What?
Yeah.
Old Prospector Space is accepting donations from
gold bars. Good point, Chad. Man.
Well, anyway, last week, a hospice in an animal welfare association, the town was Cuxhaven, they received 2 gold bars on St. Nicholas Day, which was on December 6th.
Okay.
And they also received them the next day. So each of those organizations received them.
Wow.
Also, a community self-help group received gold bars through the mail. And I guess the gold bars together weigh about 17 ounces.
Holy cow.
Worth about $19,000 in U.S. dollars.
Damn, man. That's awesome.
Yeah. So all the gold bars came with a cover letter on red paper saying, this is a free donation to support to an important task in Cuxhaven. Have fun with it and happy Christmas.
Wow.
Have fun with it, huh?
Yes.
Have fun with it.
That must be something in the translation.
Well, St. Nicholas Day, I guess, is... St. Nicholas Day was created because St. Nicholas, he was a 4th century bishop who liked to give gifts secretly, like a secret Santa kind of thing.
Okay.
Yeah, so this is what they model Father Christmas out of, which we call him Santa Claus.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
Yeah, very interesting.
Those are nice stories that you like to hear in the news,
Because you don't hear them a lot, and that's the sad thing. So it is nice to hear those. It just makes you smile.
It does. It gave me a warm fuzzy.
There you go, see?
And with that, I will turn it over to Shad for local events of interest.
All right.
Thank you, Kathleen. All right. So here is your current local events of interest. I don't think we have any global, unfortunately. But
not today.
So we'll just stay in the good United States.
Okay.
So this weekend, December 15th, Dallas, Texas. It's the Heritage Auction House presenting the nature and science.
The what? The Heritage?
Oh, my God.
The Heritage Auction House.
It's too early.
The Nature and Science Signature Sale.
Oh.
This sale includes lots featuring nuggets from the United States, Canada, Australia, and more. Don't forget, I mean, there's some nice big chunkers up there that you may want to get. The one from the United States was from the Talk and Lacey claim of the Mockingbird Mine in the Whitlock District in Mariposa County, California. That's crystallized gold on quartz.
That's the one I want.
So, valued at $1,500 to $2,500, discovered in 2000 by the mine owner John Emmett. So that's a pretty cool. It's only a 7 gram, but that's a beautiful specimen. So all the other ones are ridiculous amounts. So that one's a cool one.
That's the one I would want.
That's unique.
Yeah.
Now this is going to be an auction, right?
It's an auction.
Yep, that's right. At the
it could bring more. You never know.
Auction House
In Dallas?
Dallas, Texas.
Dallas, Texas, baby.
December 15th.
Well, what I was saying is like that could bring more, if there's a couple people that really want that specimen.
Oh, sure, of course it could,
Right,
yeah.
definitely.
I'm sure it will bring more price, God, I bet.
So, Scott, we'll send you down there, and you can report back on what it sold for.
Yeah. Go down there and place a couple bids.
Start hitchhiking.
Yep, start packing.
We broke. All right. Move to Columbia, California. Also, Saturday, December 15th through the 16th, it's a miner's Christmas.
All right.
Costume interpreters recreate the mining camp of 1850s as homesick miners roast chestnuts and hot cider. And they perform live music for park visitors. Right. So they're not really that homesick.
And that's what I was going to ask you, Shad. Shad, that's exactly what I was going to say.
Homesick miners would be drinking and ignoring and yelling
crying
at people.
And stuff. Yeah.
So right there, it's not a historically accurate.
Maybe the cider spiked.
Maybe, but I think there'd be tears and, Yeah.
Well, I highly doubt they'll be playing with the 19th century toys and games.
I doubt it
and
too.
Victorian holiday craft making.
It's all part of the ambiance.
I guess. But there'll be Christmas storytelling, so it's an enjoyable experience for the entire family. It's held at the Columbia State Historic Park on Main Street at State Street in Columbia, California.
Nice.
There's designated parking, children's entertainment, food, and handicapped access. Hours are 12 p.m. to 3 p.m. both days, and admission is free.
Free.
So, all right, now we're going into Arizona.
Oh, Scott's backyard, baby.
Yep. It's the Phoenix area's largest gem and mineral show, January 4th, 5th, and 6th. It's so huge, it's 3 days.
Oh, my God, yeah.
But this is the 47th Flag Gem and Mineral Show. So, obviously, there'll be jewelry, gems, beads, fossils, minerals, lapidary supplies, and a whole lot more.
Oh, man.
Where's this at?
Hang on, I'll get there.
The anticipation.
There will be free parking, free admission. It's 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. each day. The theme of this is the 2019 show will be Fossils of Arizona.
Ooh.
And that's held at the Mesa Community College.
Ooh. Scott?
There you go, Scott.
Ain't that where they used to hold the gold show?
Maybe. So you know right where it is.
Well, what's the dates again?
January 4th, 5th, and 6th.
Represent.
Dude,
January.
It's
January.
Phoenix's largest gem and mineral
It's
show.
really Mesa's, isn't it?
Well, that's technically the Phoenix metropolitan area.
Okay.
The largest.
Yeah, it's huge. Well, they do say area.
I mean, that's got to be a
Phoenix
huge show.
area.
Okay.
So it
Well,
includes-
yeah, they.
3-day.
Yeah, I was gonna say they have a pretty good. They have a good one here, and then I think the real good ones are the same place, but Quartzsite in Tucson. They come to Quartzsite. They have all the raw stuff, and man,
It's best part, Scott. It's
I
free.
think that one's what,
And
February?
It's free.
free parking, free admission, man.
You can't beat that.
That's awesome.
And somebody of your celebrity status, Scott, they'll roll the red carpet out for you.
Oh,
I'm going.
You need to go. You should really go and
They
report
probably
back.
would.
They probably
I bet
would.
they don't have a gold
That's right.
prospecting exhibit.
That's right. You could be like, I'm the radio guy. I'm Mr. Scott Swiftwater. I'm Mr. West Coast. And
You can demonstrate
That's
how
You know,
fight.
you know something's funny is because here the gold shows here in Phoenix, I might have one or two people say something like, "Hey, I've seen your videos." Really, not that much.
well, go there. I
But you
bet they
go-
all know you.
I was gonna say, you go to Vegas or you go somewhere else, yeah, you hear a lot more.
That's right. So you need to go to this
that's
show.
why
Scott.
you need to diversify your videos and show how to get your shirts white.
That's right. Then.
And then you can open up an OxyClean stand right there in the fossil show.
And then.
And you can be like, I get those fossils white for
That's
you.
right. You can show them how to
That's
get the
right.
fossils clean as your shirts.
Toothbrush clean.
That's right, baby. You need to go to that event, Scott. You should. Go and report
You know what?
back.
I might check it out because
There you go. It
my,
would be
my girl,
cool.
she's interested in gym
That would be a
stuff.
fun-
Oh,
Hey,
yeah, those
that
are
would
fun
be.
to go to.
That would be a fun
Well, I
show.
think-
I'd love to go to it.
I think it'd be a little bit, because me, like I said, I'm a gold hunter. I know a lot about gold, but when it comes to like gyms and
Well, you
stuff
don't
like
know,
that,
right.
sometimes you just don't know what you're looking through. So
Right.
educational wise,
You're right.
that'd probably be benefit.
It would
me
benefit
if I
you.
did
It
that.
really
There you go.
would. It would benefit you, Scott. So we'll keep
It's in
reminding
January,
you of these
so
days.
you got some time. to
Yeah, you
plan.
got time. Okay, perfect. Shad, back to Shad.
All right, moving on.
Moving on.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
We have also in Arizona, it is Digging Up the Past, Mining History of Lake Pleasant Area. That's
Oh my
Saturday,
God!
January 5th, 2019, from 2 p.m. to 3 p.m. It's only an hour long, so it's, obviously a special thing.
Uh-huh.
But this is at the Lake Pleasant Regional Park in the Discovery Center in Peoria, Arizona. Zip code's 85383. I don't know why that's there.
I don't know.
But the area around Lake Pleasant is full of interesting stories of mining history, so come learn a few of them at the Discovery Center.
Nice.
There you go. That doesn't tickle your fancy,
I don't know
Scott?
where Peoria, Arizona is.
It's probably approximately Lake Pleasant, as the crow flies, is about maybe 10 miles, 15 miles away from me right now.
Oh, see, there you go.
It's north. It's what? That's not too far away from what? New River?
Well, no,
north
it's you're gonna turn on Carefree Highway before you get to New River.
Oh, is that lake you were talking
Yeah, I
about?
told you that's up there.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah. See? All right, moving on.
Moving on.
Now, this one isn't until Saturday, January 19th, from 5 p.m. to 10 p.m.
Uh-huh.
This is the Miners' Ball. It's a silent auction dinner and dance. There should really be comments there.
I know.
But it's $100 per couple.
But you get to get all fancy and dance.
It's located at Olsvik Hall's Velzy Commons in University of Wisconsin Platteville campus. So obviously this is in Wisconsin.
Yeah, it wasn't in Arizona.
Yeah. It's weird. But the music by Ken Killian, it's a formal dinner, cash bar, silent auction, and mining history displays featuring connections between the mining and Rollo Jameson museums and the university.
What?
So, hey, if you live near the University of Wisconsin and
It's a
Platteville
Miners'
campus,
Ball.
go to the Miners'
Miners'
Ball.
Ball.
Throw out $100, maybe a few extra bucks to have a drink, and make sure you end up at the Olsvik Hall's Velzy Commons building.
That was a corny one.
Way to end on something stupid. Jeez.
Well, I have to throw something funny in there. Jeez.
Oh, of course
Well,
you
I think
do.
it's funny. What's this? What is it for? What's it raising though? $100 for a table?
Dang.
For the university, maybe.
Whoa, it didn't say that in my
I don't know.
writing thing.
I couldn't really find a lot on that. I just threw that in last minute.
So I get to say that for the next month.
There you go.
No.
There
As
go.
you notice, I tweak it.
There you go.
But there you have it. There's your local events of interest. So I'm sure there's a lot of other fun-filled Christmas stuff going on, but that's
Nice.
the cool stuff.
Very cool.
Back to
Right.
you, Kathleen.
Nice.
Okay. Now we're up to fun facts.
Fun facts.
Yes.
Fun fact.
Fun facts.
All right.
Dun, 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 dun.
All right. So treasure is our favorite topic, right?
Mm-hmm.
Some of you are aware, Shad and I periodically will also share our buffalo hoard with people.
Uh-huh.
Well, tonight's fun facts are all about different hoards of gold.
Okay.
Treasure.
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 These have been lost and then found. But is it shared?
Mm-hmm.
Start off with the Cardale hoard. That's what it's called. This was discovered in 1840 on the southern bank of the River Ribble.
River Ribble.
River Ribble?
River Ribble.
Not the Ribble River?
The River Ribble is what it says. I think it's English. I don't know. I think it's England. A group of workmen uncovered a lead box while they were making repairs to the embankment of the river.
Mm-hmm.
It is known as the Cardale hoard, and it is one of the largest Viking silver hoards ever found. It has more than 8,600 items, including silver coins, jewelry, silver, and ingots. The hoard is 4 times larger than any comparable find in Britain or Ireland. After the discovery, it was quickly recovered and declared a treasure trove, and it went to Queen Victoria.
Oh, really?
That's the rule.
Aw.
The hoard was supposedly previously acquired and subsequently lost during some Viking raids in 898. Oh. Anyway,
Oh, the
it's
year?
to be approximately $3.2 million in today's value.
Oh, wow. That's a lot. That's a big hoard.
The workmen did get to keep a coin.
That's
each.
it?
Yeah, just a coin.
Oh, boy.
And they had to pay taxes
Probably they
on
had
it.
to pay taxes to the
That's
queen.
right.
Mm-hmm.
The
Taxes?
next hoard I'm
Hoard.
going to discuss is called the Hoxney Hoard.
Hockney hoard?
In 1992,
Uh-huh.
a man named Peter Watling lost his hammer in a field in the village of Hoxney in Suffolk County. This is England, I guess.
Uh-huh.
He asked his friend Eric Laws, a retired gardener, to help him look for it with his metal detector.
Right.
Well, instead of finding the hammer, they came upon a buried treasure consisting of silver spoons, gold jewelry, and a lot of gold and silver coins.
Mm-hmm.
They notified the landowners and the police. I don't know. Don't know why, but
First mistake.
archaeologists came out and they did an excavation of the site, and they within a day removed the entire hoard.
Mm-hmm.
So typically, like the story before this one, under English common law, anything declared as a treasure trove will belong to the crown. And that's if no one claims title to it.
Right.
But the practice in 1992 was to have the crown, it gets turned over to the crown, and after that, the crown can award the finder some money.
Really?
So evidently, they did get some money out of it.
They got a coin.
Yeah.
No, he got a new hammer.
Yeah.
Actually, this is a funny part.
Never found the hammer.
They did find the hammer, and it is located
In a museum
in
now.
the British Museum, where some of the items that they collected from the hoard is
So,
also
wait.
there.
He didn't even get to keep his hammer. He
Yeah.
lost the whole,
Jesus.
That's
and he
right.
lost his hammer.
Aw.
The royal family took even the man's hammer.
Yeah. That ain't even right, man. Take the man's hammer.
Yeah.
Gee.
And we were mad about taxes on teeth.
I'm telling you. And they're taking his
That's why we don't have no kings or queens over here.
Obviously.
We keep our hammers, or we.
That's right.
Well, this one's kind of neat. I think we've all heard about this one, actually. It was in the United States. And this is near the site of the gold rush in 1849. It's gold country. A couple found, they're only known as John and Mary because of privacy. They were walking on their land and they spotted a rust-covered metal can sticking out of the ground on their property. And this was in 2013. So after removing the rusty can from the ground, the lid came out and there was just all these gold coins in there. And eventually it was like 8 cans altogether, and they were filled with 1,427 gold coins dating from 1847 to 1894.
And they called the police.
Well, the hoard was assessed to be worth $10 million. It's the collection is the largest known discovery of buried gold coins that's ever been recovered in the United States. So
and you said 14,000 was buried in, or 1,400 was buried in each thing?
1,400, gold
wow.
coins. So many believe that, these coins are also in mint condition. Mm-hmm. So people were thinking, well, where did this hoard come from? There's some theories that it was left over from a theft in 1901, there was a theft in the San Francisco Mint by an employee named Walter Dimmick. They theorized that the hoard was a hidden stash of the gold that the outlaw buried. Okay. They also think that maybe Jesse James or some loot that Black Bart took, because they were known for robbing stagecoaches. They think that maybe that's what some of the gold is. Mm-hmm. But I think the predominant theory basically is saying that it was just an unknown individual who chose to bury his coins and put it in the bank.
Okay. Probably.
That'd be so awesome to find it, but, just flat out, I'm not calling the news. I'm not calling the Paps.
No.
I'm not calling anybody.
It's on your land.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
I think they had to pay taxes on it. So.
Yeah, and they got to keep a coin.
They got to keep it, though.
Taxman came.
But can you imagine, like, a 2-foot strong box, you pull it out, you're like, wow, this is cool. I wonder what could be in it. It's like some old-time cash, and as soon as you break it open, the shine alone of gold.
They were in mint condition, so they were pretty sharp.
Yeah.
That would be like that.
And what's your first thought? I'm going to call the police. Yeah. I know, right? That's going to be your first thought. Oh, I need to call the police. No, I don't think so. That call's not happening. Sorry. Nope.
Oh my God.
Me, I'd load that thing, whatever I was doing, I'd load it up on whatever I was doing and keep doing what I was doing. That way nobody knew I didn't see anything.
Just look around real quick and then nonchalantly take it back to your vehicle and then go back to where you was at for a little while longer and then just leave and never return.
Man, that'd be stuff.
I'm telling you.
I think that's pretty awesome. They got to keep it.
At least they got to keep it.
Company to market the gold.
Finally, somebody got to keep a treasure they found, right?
Yeah, that's a lot of money, and the couple hired a company that I guess they market the coins, or they'll bring them to put them on display at different locations, and the company will also sell them on Amazon.
Oh, see, wow, man.
And I'm sure they probably hired another company to dig the whole damn backyard, too.
Probably. I would.
I think I would.
I would. Mm-hmm. If there's one, there might be more.
You know what? There's a David Villa said he would bury it quick. Well, I hate to tell people this, but if you bury it quick and drive away and forget where you buried it, it didn't help you.
I'm burying it quick. I'm burying it in the trunk.
That seems to happen a lot.
Yeah.
I know, right?
Bury it
in lost treasures.
Right. Bury it in the trunk of your car and get the heck out of there.
Get out.
That's the only burying. Okay, Kathleen.
That was Dredging Up the News.
Oh, sweet. Great Dredging Up the News.
Well done.
Well done. Bravo.
Well done.
I like it. So on that note,
Bravo.
Let's just keep this flow going, and let's
Already going.
Let's kick it over to Mr. Magic Creepy Lounge Singer.
And now it is time for In the Goldfields with Scott Swiftwater Toney. Join Scott each week as he shares useful information to help you find and recover more gold. Here's Swiftwater.
Here's Swiftwater.
Hello, hello, hello. All right, I'd like to thank everybody for tuning in tonight. Number one, anybody that's new in here, congratulations for you making it. I'm glad you did. And anyway, tonight I was explaining there on the interest. I was going to talk a little bit about pumps.
Okay.
When I get to a conversation about pumps, and people always ask me, this and that, and they always come up with these numbers, and they want a ratio and divide by 2, and I want to do, how much head and how much. I'm going to tell you something. I'm going to explain pumps the way I know it.
Explain it to us in our language, Scott.
Exactly.
All
I'm going to the plain old Jane. I'm going to explain it to you.
That's what I want to know. The nitty gritty.
Now, it's it. Now back in a long time ago, I had somebody explain to me there's 3 kinds of pumps.
Mm-hmm.
There's an enclosed pump, a half open pump, or it's an impeller is what I'm really talking about. A closed impeller, a half open impeller, and then a total open impeller.
Okay.
Now a closed pump or closed impeller is going to be kind of the pumps that we run today for the dredges and stuff like that. But if you have to get a little further away from, say, your dredge high banker, not just, not your dredge, because your dredge will be floating with it right there, but your high banker, you'll notice that the pressure and the water flow is going to decrease a little bit.
Okay.
If you get it, and I'm talking like 20 feet. 20 feet's pretty good distance, just for people using lay flat. That you'll notice a difference in your water. Now, if you have the hard hose, and I can't remember what it's called, but Ben actually uses it, but it's real hard stuff. It doesn't roll up anymore because we've had it unrolled, and it's nasty to work with.
Mm-hmm.
But it keeps its shape, and it seems like it keeps a lot more force for a little bit longer, like 20, 25 feet than what mine would, say, using the blue lay flat. But you'll notice, like I said, your pressure, and what your pressure comes down to your water flow, unless you're increasing your angle, which is not always good, but can hurt you too. But you'll notice the decrease. Now the what they call the half open one, that's going to be more or less the impeller that you're going to find, say, in your trash pumps that you'll buy from Harbor Freight. The ones you get off of eBay, the ones you're going to get off of, say, just any one off-branch pumps.
Right.
And usually you can tell these pumps because they're going to have the neck's going to go out the top of them, and then they're going to make an elbow, which, and the one thing that I always thought, if you're going to pump water and you're going to want force, if you're pumping it up and it makes a turn automatically, you're losing force. I mean, that's just common sense to me. That's why you see the impeller pumps that we use. It pumps straight out from the impeller, not up, but it comes out the front.
Right.
Because the way the water is pumping, it rotates the water inside there and then forces it out that particular angle to make the force. Okay. It's not, for it to pump up, you could have an air bubble in there, anything like that. It could make it can make it a pain in the butt. I'm just telling you.
Okay.
But the trash pumps that you guys usually use is going to be what I call the 4 to 5 prop impeller. And if you ever get into some of these pumps, you're going to notice that the ones that we use is going to have anywhere from 6 to 8, and they're going to be small. And then they're going to be, like I said, enclosed from the intake. That's to actually force the water, when it's spinning, out faster than the ones that you see in a regular trash pump, where they're going to be open. They're just going to be, say, like paddles on a paddle boat. So the more water that they can intake, the more that they get that they force. But the half open is not more for force; it's more for moving water. So in my opinion, the closed ones are not for getting distance. Excuse me, what?
Huh?
Oh, I thought you said something.
No, we're listening.
Never mind, I thought you said something. Yeah. The closed,
no,
yeah.
I do have something to say.
Say
Yeah,
it.
go ahead.
Why is it like it? All of us know, too, when we hear this, it's not just a trash pump. It's a trash pump from Harbor Freight.
Right.
We all know what we're talking about.
Well,
Right.
I mean,
Why is it always got to be from
there's trash
Harbor
pumps.
Freight?
There's trash pumps you can buy on eBay, and they're not from Harbor Freight. They come from China, this and that, but they have the
But
same
you want
kind
a
of pump.
trash pump from Harbor Freight.
Yeah, they're always from Harbor Freight.
Hey, we used to have one.
I did too. Yeah, they're good.
I just
like
always explain it that way because people will know what kind of pump they're actually.
No, you're not the only one, too. That's that's what I was chuckling about. It's like, you know,
We all
when
know.
all of us talk, that's what we say. Trash pump from
Harbor Freight.
Right. But like I said, if you ever take off the stuff and look inside there, you're going to see 4 or 5 impellers, but you're going to see the whole blade.
Mm-hmm.
It's not going to be closed. So like I said, what that's doing to me is taking in a more water per push, and it's just sending it somewhere, not forcing it somewhere.
Okay.
So, like, if you guys remember videos back, I don't know, maybe 3-4 years ago, I was like pumping water.
Getting hard to hear you, Scott.
I said,
There.
can you hear me now?
Yeah, now we can hear you. Thank you.
Okay. Like I said, I don't know, 3 or 4 years ago, I was shooting a video, and people might have thought that I was pumping water 760 feet, something like that, 780-something feet, in an 1.5-inch hose. Now, I was not using like a regular dredge, like a P180 or anything like that. I was actually using an industrial farm pump. And the reason why is because I know that this pump had enough force that it can go it can force it pushes water. So it'll go up a long way up a hill and get to where I got. And now when it got to where I was at, you wouldn't be running, say, a typical 3-inch high baker on this amount of water coming through there because it didn't have enough to run your riffles. So what you got to do is you got to think, and I always do, if you're going to pump farther, go smaller on your equipment. And the reason why is because you can always pump water 700-something feet, but if your equipment's too big, it's not going to run it. So, like I said, if you can get the volume of water to come through on a smaller unit, it's going to run just as efficient as the big one that you want it to run. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
So I mean, if you're closer to the creek or you're closer to your motor, use a forceful pump like we do. You know, the enclosed impeller pumps, because it'll give you that force and it'll drive the water through your sluice box efficiently, up to 50 to 7. I mean, I'm doing mine right now at 75 feet, but it's not running as efficient if I was right there and running it off of a 12-feet hose to my nozzle.
Right. But would that be with a smaller unit or a bigger unit?
Right. See, now what I would do, like we call it losing suck.
Losing
so
what? Wait.
Yeah.
Losing
what? It's losing suck. So if your nozzle goes, if you're up and you start and your nozzle goes 3-4 feet down, and all of a sudden your rocks are not picking up, they're just dingly, they'll jing it around. You're losing suck. So what we want to do is if you're pumping a long way like I'm doing, in most cases you would try to take what's those little darn things that the toilet bowl things they use that goes from like a 3-inch down to a 2-inch?
Oh.
Wait.
No,
and I
not
just
a plunger.
want to clarify for everyone listening. When he says losing sucks, he's referring to suction.
Yes, correct.
Yes.
I thought he was saying losing socks.
Well, I mean, you guys.
I don't know what
This is just the terms that we use.
Suction.
We're talking to a Swiftwater.
Yes.
Yeah, but okay, losing suction. So when you lose that, what we like to do, and Ben had to do it a couple of times, is he'll actually neck down his 4-inch to a 3-inch with that rubber grommet is what I want.
Grommet.
It fits over, it just makes it smaller. So that increases his stuff on his nozzle.
Okay.
So it's pinching more water, but forcing the water in through the smaller one to take it up through the bigger hose. So it gives it more leeway.
Gotcha. Okay.
But like I would now see, in my opinion, like right now I'm at 75 feet right now. I'm at the end of my rope on my hose, and I've got about 3.5 feet where I can really tell that the rocks, 2-inch rocks, don't want to really climb up that hose that good.
Right.
So that's when you'd actually stick that grommet, so to speak, and stretch it down to 2-inch.
Uh-huh.
And then it gives you more pull.
It usually does.
Yeah. But if you were further away, like I said, what you'd want to do is just flat out have you a 2-inch dredge.
Mm-hmm.
Use the power of the force of the water coming,
right,
instead of the force of the motor pushing the water,
right,
to do that farther away. If you were, say, 100, 150 feet away, and you were doing what I was doing.
So we should use the force?
You'd use the volume,
okay,
not the force one.
Don't use the
You'd
force.
want the volume. Yeah, you'd want the volume of water on a smaller one, but you'd want the force of the water on a bigger one.
So these are not the droids you are looking for? Do not use the force.
Remember, if you lose suck.
Don't lose suck.
Right. Like you said, like the Harbor Freight motors you were talking about, the Harbor Freight pumps.
Uh-huh.
Those are what I call. That's what I call a volume pump. You got 2-inch in, 2-inch out.
Right.
You can send volumes of water, not forcefully, but you could push it a long way.
Uh-huh.
But once you get the water there, then take that volume of water, neck it down, use a little bit smaller equipment, and do the equivalent of what you would if you were trying to use your big machinery with the same hose.
So you don't lose the suck.
So you don't lose the suck,
so you
exactly.
Don't lose the suck. I understand completely. Or
unless you're shoveling, and then
don't worry about the suck.
You got not to worry about the suck, but you still got to use the force or the
so
volume.
we got to use the force. Still, we're using the force.
Right, because your volume's going to go through your sprayers, and your sprayers are going to work your riffles.
Okay.
If you don't have enough water going over your riffles, then you're just out there throwing sand.
Right.
It
we
doesn't
don't
matter.
want to just throw sand. Right. Right.
Why would you be throwing sand?
Because you're not using the force. Because you lost suck.
Ever heard? Because you lost suck. You're be shoveling. That's right.
I mean, think about it, Shad. Just for a minute, if you will.
You're throwing around moist sand everywhere.
Uh-huh. Using the force when you're throwing it around. And you lose suck, and stuff happens. Right, that's all I can figure. Scott, you're a genius.
Well, like I said, people just ask me, what I think about these different pumps and that different pumps, and I'm like, well, there's only 3 impellers in all the pumps they make.
Right.
So, people's like, oh, I want more force. So I'm like, well, get a bigger motor.
Right. Yeah.
You see people these days, they'll unscrew the dang, what do they call those, where it just lets the carburetor goes to a certain thing, like a governor.
Governor.
Oh,
yeah.
they'll unscrew them things so they run wider open. They're like, oh, it gives me more power. No, it doesn't give you any more power. You're just running harder
at higher RPMs. That's all you're doing. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're not gaining suck or, gaining force. So it doesn't matter. Just running at a higher RPMs. It's not efficient because you don't want to
I'll tell you what, you wouldn't believe how much it makes a difference when your high banker's even with the nozzle.
Sure.
And then you'll get about 2 or 3 feet down below your high banker. You're going to figure out really quick what your motor's it'll do and what it won't do.
Right. Yeah, exactly. I agree 100%. But crazy. I didn't know a lot of these things. I'm glad you broke it down into layman terms for me. I never understood about the losing suck.
Well, then they also have an open impeller, which that's going to be, nobody's going to have that. That's going to be completely something
that we don't even deal with in our profession.
Yeah,
exactly.
That's just something to pump water out of a well.
Yeah, yeah.
So to speak.
Exactly. Well, cool, Scott. Great, man. Dad, you did good tonight. Proud
Well, I
of
mean,
you.
like I said, I have a lot of people that always want to get in conversations about them, and they want to run numbers by me, and I'm looking at them like, you're
that's what you
confusing me.
do. You listen. These people ask you these questions. There's your segments.
There you go.
I mean, easy peasy.
Genius.
Genius, Scott. Genius. See, we knew we pulled you off the bench for a reason. Yeah. You've been on a roll these past 2 weeks.
Well, like I said, I'm out here back doing it again.
Right.
So, when I'm sitting there doing this, and all of a sudden I turn on and I'm like, I go off the deep end. I can't believe this crap happened. I'm like, well, there's the show right there.
There's your segment. That's right.
Yeah.
When you have a problem in the field, bring it to the show and talk about it.
You'll be able to fill up the show segment.
Oh gosh,
for the entire year, man.
Easily. When you lose suck again, you make sure you let everybody know. And if you have to use the force, make sure everybody knows you had to use the force. It's just.
Well, I'll tell you what. That force, the force motor I got, I'm running a P180 for the force, but that volume pump I got, that thing's about. It's like, what tractor steel, like the front of a tractor feels like?
Yeah.
That's what this stuff is made out of, this pump is.
Oh, yeah, right,
and
exactly.
It's freaking 45, 50 pounds.
Now, see, for my force, I run the Millennium Falcon, and I have no problems out of it, ever.
Well, you have to send me a link on where I can buy one of those.
I will. I'll send it to you. It's not a problem. Not a problem. Shad, what did you use, Shad, for your force?
For my force?
Yeah.
Kathleen.
Do you guys, Shad, on a serious note, you and Kathleen, you guys use the closed impeller pumps, right?
That is correct. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yeah, definitely.
All right.
Yeah.
And then you guys got a breather on one of them too, right?
Yeah, that's on the 3-inch dredge. It's actually the same motor for the 4-inch.
Mm-hmm.
Because I have an older version of the 3-inch
Mm-hmm.
key. So yeah, it's I never lose suck.
No, never. Because you don't want to lose suck. I mean, definitely. Yeah.
Well, you got to remember though, you're right there by your machinery.
Well, sometimes I get 20 feet away from my machinery, and I still have suck.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Well, I didn't say at 20 feet. I said, I'm at 75, and it's still running my 3-inch high banker. But if you go down about 3.5 feet, you're going to lose. You're going to lose it because
you're going to lose
too far.
That's when you're going to start losing suck, right?
Is that when you have to turn your dredge up? If the deeper you go,
to gain suck?
Actually, what we try to do when that happens is you try to figure out a spot where you can move your high banker to be a little bit lower, and then you're going to lower your front end. That way it makes your water rush out a little bit faster.
Mm-hmm.
But it's fine-tooth comb because you can't overdo it because then like your punch plate and stuff like that doesn't have any time to work. And then the box, remember when you tilt your box, your high banker box is tilted well again. So that means the stuff stays up in there longer, which some people say, well, that's better for you. But, if you get a buildup, stuff just coming through real quick and you got it setting up there boiling still, you're going to get a big jam up in your box all at one time. And then the only thing that's going to stick in there is just nothing. It's all going to just clog and go poof at one time like a flush of a toilet.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, exactly. I understand completely. Well, Scott, great job tonight, brother. I am
Thank you.
very, very proud of you. Yeah.
I hope everybody liked it. I mean, I try to explain things the way
it was. I really enjoyed it. It really was. Great job, Scott. No, all kidding aside, it was a great segment, brother. Thank you, and I look forward to more from you each and every week. Oh man, look at the time, 10:30.
Full show
already.
What are you talking about? It's 8:30.
Yeah, it's probably 7:30 somewhere too. But for us here on the East Coast, it's 10:30. We all know what time that is. It's time for us to say goodnight to everybody. We want to thank you all for joining us yet again on another West Coast Wednesday with me and the whole crew. And we invite you to join us Sunday. We'll be here, like always, at 7:30 Eastern Standard Time. I almost forgot what time we went live on Sunday. Good God.
Don't do that. Come on.
I know, right? I'm just tired. But, yep, so thanks
We have
again.
guests this Sunday.
What? Yeah. Is that this Sunday?
This Sunday, the 16th, Andy O'Neill.
That's right.
Metal detector.
That's right. So be sure to tune in for that. Going to be a good show, I'm sure. So we haven't had a metal detectorist on in a while, so all of our metal detector listeners.
I like when you guys get the metal detectorist on because it gives people back in the East Coast a little idea what to do to actually go out like relic hunting over there where you guys are, you know.
That's right. So it'll be great. So look forward to that. It's going to be a great show. So be sure to tune in Sunday, 7:30 Eastern Standard Time, right here on Prospector Radio. Until then, we're out of here. We'll see you all Sunday night. Have a great week. Good night, everybody.
Good night, gold diggers.
Good night, gold diggers.
Be sure to tune in next Sunday at 7:30 for another great show. For updates and more info, please go to www.prospectorsradio.com.